The two that you mentioned are probably the most cogent to your question. Paul Newman, who of course we all worshipped, was as affable and charming as you would hope he would be. And filming with him was just pure delight. We had a scene in the last of the water tanks at Warner Brothers Studios, and by that I mean they could actually fill the set with water. And in a scene, we were literally in a stage completely filled with water, and we're running out of air. And Paul and I were trying to figure out how to get out, and we were lip to lip, and I'm crying and improvising, and he's trying to be smart and brave, and that whole mishmash of actually improvised was, I think, one of the best little parts in the movie. And then all the water rushes out, and we literally rush out with it. And as we go, and I'm in beautiful, expensive La Perla underwear, which they have purchased for me, because I'm in literally bikini and bra. And as we are washed down the chute, my underwear goes right down with it, down to my ankles, and I'm about to disappear around the bend, and Paul grabs me by the hair and keeps me from being washed away so that literally the two of us could exit the frame together, which is what the print was they wanted. And we were only going to get to do it once. So as we washed out, I have, and I'm assuming it's there, the expression of someone who is saved from drowning in the arms of Paul Newman, and I have on no underwear. So it was sort of a perfect moment in many ways. And I was allowed, of course, to regather myself. I don't think anybody ever knew that was my experience, but I'd like to think somehow that was captured on film. When we were working in Louisiana, in a little bitty town, we ate together. We all tried little restaurants together. So there was a wonderful sense of everybody being the same. Paul never separated himself out. And as we exited one of these little Louisiana bistros, a woman came up to him and tapped him on the shoulder. He was not as tall as I am. Now I'm only 5'6". I used to be 5'6½". She tapped him on the shoulder, and he turned around with a sweet smile, and she said, "Oh my God, Paul Newman, I thought you were taller and younger." And she marched off, and he laughed, which is indicative of a whole person, not someone who needed a rude, awful person to validate him.